4 bedrooms, 3 full bathroom, 2-car garage in a community with no CDD and no HOA. Let's have a look. Let's go. Hello and welcome to Orlando Home Show, where strategy matters, passion rules. And guys, today I found a beautiful, affordable house. It's 4 bedrooms, 3 bathroom, almost 1,900 square foot for $339 in a community with no HOA and no CDD. Can I get a hallelujah for that? Put that in the comment below. But seriously, we've been looking at a lot of properties and we're coming into a deeper suburban area so that we can find more affordable housing, because we just know how things are right now. So the first thing you are going to notice is that you have this really nice pad which can easily fit about 4 cars. You also have a 2-car bay and you have this nice coach lights. But what I love about this is that you have this nice stone elevation right over here and a good walkway. One of the other things that I want to point out is that look at the amount of land you have. You know, this is something that you don't find in more Orlando suburban areas. This is mainly in the outskirts that you would see that you will get more land, more bang for your buck. And this is something I've been saying for a very long time. If you've been thinking about buying a house and you're kind of worried about the interest rate and all that, right now it is your market. It is the buyer's market, and we have helped hundreds of people buy homes and negotiate up to $50,000 and in some cases even more money from the builder, either in terms of closing costs or concessions with buying down the rates, or in terms of appliances and everything else. So let's go inside and get the show on the road and check this beautiful house out. Hello, and welcome to another beautiful house. Now, I am in Marion Oaks, which is a suburban area of Ocala. It is an unincorporated area of Ocala, and this community has no HOA and no CDD, and this gives you a lot of flexibility to do whatever you want. If you want to build a casita, you have enough land. If you want to build a pool and do other things, or have an RV or a boat or whatever you want, you could do that without having to worry about the next door Karens or anybody who wants to have a say on how you live and what you do. A lot of clients have reached out to us because we've done a lot of videos. And by the way, if this is your first time, press that thumbs up button. I would greatly appreciate it, because I want to make sure Mr. YouTube or Mrs. YouTube or whatever gender it is, you know, that it shows to people that are looking. I spend a lot of time, energy, and effort in bringing you these videos. So if you could press that thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel, I would greatly appreciate. Now, Ocala, you know, I recently did a video and it's on Orlando Living with D. And if you want to know more about it, everything is there. But this property is about 15 to 20 minutes to downtown Ocala. You're not very far to other national parks and other parks that are here, such as the Shillelagh Park. You also have the River Park and the Silver Springs just down the road. Bellevue is also just down the road, and you get a lot of bang for your buck in this area and in this suburban area of Ocala. You're also not very far from the horse capital of the world, which is Ocala, but they have an World Equestrian Farm, which is just down the road. So everything is very well conveniently located, and the commercial road, which has everything that you need for your day-to-day life, your Walmart, your CVS, your Chipotle, your McDonald's, everything that you need is located. So the location is perfect in this community. There's a lot of development that is still happening and going on, and for that, make sure to refer to Orlando Living with D. So the first thing you are going to notice is that you have this nice open area, and it has this beautiful wood plank right over here. Now, it's called the vinyl engineering planks, and what it means is that these are somewhat water resistant. What it doesn't mean is that you can just pour the water and just let it sit. What I do love about this is a move-in ready house at $339 at the time of the shoot. The builder is willing to play ball. At the time of the shoot, they were offering $10,000. It does come with the refrigerator. It doesn't come with the washer and dryer, but that's where we come into play, because I know and my team knows what one builder is doing as compared to the other one, so we can always help you in getting a much better deal. What I also love is that you look at the baseboard over here. It's a really nice size. So you have this living area right over here. You have your master bedroom right behind, which I will go in just a moment. but I wanted to show you this kitchen because you have this nice sized island with the quartz countertop with a nice waterfall. But what I want to point out is that you have these drawers, and these are soft touch, and these cabinets and everything is soft touch with this beautiful backsplash. And then you also have a pantry, or a little pantry that has a lot of space for you to be able to keep stuff. Now this is a 4 bedrooms, 3 bathroom, just about 1900 square foot. It's about 1896 square foot to be exact, for all my people there that want to know. And they are willing to play ball. They are willing to work with the buyers right now. And I know a lot of buyers, like, affordability has been a huge challenge. And right now I can tell you guys, the question that you really need to ask yourself is, hey, how much am I going to pay to be able to get this house? What interest rate I can get? Because we have negotiated rates in 4%, like 4.99%, 4.75, 4.85. Builders are willing to pay that, and on top of that are willing to pay the closing costs. So that is something that you really need to understand, because market is what the market is. The question is, does the numbers work for you? So as I go over here, you have a bedroom suite right over here, and look at this. Something that I always talk about, and not a lot of builders do that. I did actually a video with one of the builders, and it's a small builder, and they did a fantastic job because they had those extra lights, they had a lot of upgrades, and it was all under 300,000. It was a 3 bedrooms, 2 bathroom, close to 1700 square foot. Really, really nice house in the community just down the road from here in Marion Oaks. So that is great. But look at the ceiling height over here. I would have loved to get some extra lights. You have this nice window, and the good thing is that you have the blinds, and these are the magnetic blinds, you know, because remember the days when you used to have those old ones where you have to kind of pull it. Like, I have 2 little small kids, so it's kind of nice that these are magnetic. And then you also have your closet space, nothing extraordinary. Not a huge fan of these ones because I always say they come out. I would have preferred a solid door that would have opened up, and you can do that. Now, if you've been thinking about buying and you have more questions, please give us a call. We are here to help you, to be able to give you the information, to give you the clarity so that you can make a decision. If you want to know more about the surrounding neighborhood, then make sure to check out Orlando Living with D. That's where I do suburban videos. But what I also love about this builder, this is a suite by itself. So if you have an elderly parents or friends come and visit, because you're not very far, you're just about hour and a half. So you're not very far. So if you want to, you know, they come, they have their own bedroom. I love that this beautiful tile goes all the way up. You have the transom window right there. You have the undermount sink with this beautiful cabinet, the same color. Sometimes the builder will have different, and then you have the other 2 bedroom and a bathroom. So right over here, you have the other bedroom. And see, you see how dark this room is? When I first started in the morning for another house that I did the video, it was really nice and sunny, and I was literally melting. And this is what I'm talking about. So it's always nice to have those extra lights, so it's kind of nice and bright. You have your closet space right there, nothing extraordinary. I mean, like, other than the split closet doors that you see here. And then as I come out, right adjacent to it is the other bedroom with nice big window, bringing in a good amount of light, a good size. Now, if you want to know the exact dimensions, please make sure to put that in the comment below, and I'll be able to get you a floor plan. Now, I am trying to do all the different floor plans the builder has to offer. Sometimes you have builders that have like 10, 15 different floor plans, especially Lennar and D.R. Horton and Adams Home, and only 2 of them or 3 of them are furnished, and everything else is empty. So I want to make sure that I cover almost all those floor plans, because I'm not sure about you, but for me, it is super important that I can walk through the house. It's the flow of the house, and I can tell you from experience, I have seen homes that are 1700 square foot, and it looks bigger than a 2,000 square foot home because the flow of the house is there. So that is something to keep in mind. You also have your closet space right over here with this nice spaceboard that I mentioned, and then right adjacent to it is your other bathroom with the same tile that goes all the way through, shower tub combination, and a nice undermount sink, the same quartz with the cabinets. And then as I go out, I'm going to come towards the living area. Now with this house, everything that you see is you get. So you get this nice, beautiful lights right there. So what I also want to show you is the size of the lot, because you don't see this. Now this is city water, but it also is septic. So that is something to keep in mind. And you have this nice covered lanai, or actually you can always have the screen later on. What I would have really loved is if they would have kind of, plumbed it so you can have a nice kitchen or an outdoor kitchen. But this is nice. I would have also loved a little extension, but look at the space. It goes all the way till that point. You have a good amount of buffer between your house and your neighbor's house to your right, left, and behind, so which is kind of nice. As much as I like doing this video, what we really love is helping you and your family relocate. We have helped hundreds of people relocate to beautiful sunny Central Florida, Tampa Bay, and now Ocala area. So if you've been thinking about relocating, give us a call. But more importantly, make sure to download this relocation guide. We have spent a lot of time, effort, energy in creating that relocation guide that's going to give you some pointers about life in Central Florida. Back to the video. I'm going to take you to the garage because I want to show you this is a block construction home. Sometimes, especially in Florida, you are going to actually have a block with a frame. And some builders right now are doing homes that are close to $1 million, especially in Central Florida, Orlando areas, and closer to that Orange and Osceola, all the way from wood. I don't know about you, but I would prefer a block home. Now, most builders will have a block and then a frame. There's only one builder that I know of, and then some selected builder that will do a block over block. For the most of the time, you will have block on the first floor, as you see this over here, and then frame on the second. The good thing is that you have the garage door opener that comes with it. So that is something that is included in the price. Now, this is an inventory home, so that means you are going to get a little bit more bang for your buck. This is your laundry areas. You do not have the washer and dryer, but that's what I'm saying. This is your market. We can negotiate a lot of things from the builder, and a lot of builders are willing to play with the, like, remember 2-3 years ago, I'm like, they won't give you a dime, like, hey, take a number and then wait it out, and people were buying things crazy. And even in that market, I always suggested my client, like, just don't buy without an appraisal, without an inspection, without all of those things, because some people were buying it like that. I just wasn't comfortable and would never recommend to buy something, even if it's a brand new home, without inspection. If you want to know more about what kind of inspection you need to do, I've done some supportive video that will help you to be able to know, hey, what kind of inspection I do. If I'm building a house from scratch, when is the frame inspection needs to be done? When is the pre-drywall? Everything that you need to know will be there. You also have a sink area. Now, you see how they plumbed this? This is what I was talking about. If they could have plumbed that outside also for outside summer kitchen, that would have been fantastic. And then this is your master bedroom. And I want to go in the corner. So you have this window right here, window over there. I would have loved those extra lights. I'm a huge fan of those extra lights because when I built my personal home, that is exactly what I did. I made sure that every single room has 2 extra lights. Now they will come in, like, especially when you're building from scratch, they are going to come in like a set of 2, 4, and 6. I think for a smaller home, for a smaller bedroom, 4 is going to be an overkill, 2 should be good. And then for a master bedroom, depending upon the size, 4 is definitely good, and 6 may or may not be overkill, because I've seen some bedrooms, master bedrooms, are just huge. So right over here is your closet area. As you can see, it has a pretty decent sized closet area. And then over here is your master bathroom with the double sink. So you have the toilet seat right there. Some builders will have like a water closet, but with this builder, they just had it this way. And I love the fact that this is a walk-in shower, and it's really nice the way they build it. You can always get a glass door over here, and then this is the tiles that goes all the way up. Let me know your thoughts on it, if this is something that works for you. And in terms of being able to buy a house right now, with the way the market is, you guys have an upper hand. Now, this is not going to be like this forever. So I understand the reservations, and let me do some numbers for you quickly, because this house is right now at $339,000. It is in an area where you can get a USDA loan, so you can have this house with 0 down. You do have to qualify. As I do the math, $339,000 on an FHA with 3.5% down comes out to be $11,865. You can also get a conventional loan with 3% down, and that would come out to be like $10,170. Now we can negotiate a lot of your closing costs or all of your closing costs, so your cost to go in is there. And for all my veterans, thank you for your services. You can get this house with zero down. You may have some closing costs or you may not. It would really depend, because I know what one builder is offering, and when I compare that to another builder, I can say, okay, what can we do so that you can get the maximum out there? Because I do believe that having that clarity and talking to somebody that has been doing this for a while will really help you to get the best possible deal. If you haven't checked our reviews, please go ahead and do so. Check us out on Google, on Facebook, on Zillow. I spend a lot of time in talking to builders and creating relationships, because I want to make sure that I'm able to get the best possible deal for my clients. So when you call us, you'll be talking to somebody on my team, and their job is to connect you to an agent on my team, whether that be me or anyone else. And we want to do a Zoom call. We want to make sure that before you come down, before you start looking, that, hey, what is that you are looking for, and if it is a realistic expectations, because we don't want to take you, show you homes, and have you fall in love with the wrong home only to find out that that's not within your budget. Because I know buying a home is an emotional thing. And if you haven't been following me on my song and dance on TikTok and Instagram, please go ahead and do so. That's where I bring you bite-sized information. I hope that my videos does bring in a lot of value. And we are doing the same video in Spanish also, to educate you, to give you the information so that you can make a decision based upon education and the clarity that you need as a buyer, because this is one of the biggest purchases of your life. Thank you for watching. Until the next one, bye for now.